We have to start with this. You've got to be kidding me setting. We're going to talk about power. We have, I'm at 30 to 60 events each year and work with literally hundreds of presenters, where I get to see hundreds of presenters from the backstage view. And I cannot count the number of times a computer has gone to sleep. It starts the screensaver, or it just died while the person was presenting because they did not set up their computer power settings for presenting. I mean, it is a thing. The default Windows power settings are not what you want. Same thing for the Mac. You are going to have to modify those if you're going to do a presentation. As example, so here's what I'm going to do. Instead of jumping in and out of slideshow, which I will be doing a fair amount for all these Windows things, I did screen captures, which is great because the PDF will show you exactly what I'm looking at. But what I do is I go down to the search bar here, and I'm using a very small mouse. I apologize. I meant to make that much larger. You're going to type search for power settings. Open up the power and sleep settings. My recommendation is we're going to kind of skip all the settings here, and we're going to go down to the bottom. We're going to click that additional power settings link. This is the Windows 10 version. They're trying to make life easy. We want to get to some details. When you get into that one, see, it's still called power and settings in the top corner. It's just, a little bit more robust option. You have profiles built into it, and don't use the built-in one. We're going to then click change plan settings. There's a process to all this. There's a couple of things here. First of all, this one's the most important because we are always going to present with the computer plugged in. We're never going to do it on battery because there is a difference between plugged in and battery options, including your graphics card can be a lower power, lower performance. So always plug in. We're going to now go to change the advanced power settings. And this is like totally geeky. It's going to get way, way more exciting after this. We are now in, I think this legacy dialog we're looking at now is like from Windows 98. We just kept kind of going back in time, but this is the one that lists off all of the options. And there's two areas to look at. Now, here's where the PDF gets really important because I don't want to spend the time to talk through all these. Everything listed here, these are the settings that we change or modify from the defaults. So get the PDF, it'll list off all these. I mean, there's a ton more in there, but the key is don't go with the Windows default if you're going to be presenting using your computer. If you're setting up a show computer other people are going to use, just set these up and leave them there.